You've done everything you can to prevent us from meeting face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, Broken One? I do not. Is that why you sent shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself? They've never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I send shadows because their reach is long, yet it is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel long distances that you cannot. There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never traveled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. That is how a coward fights. My energies are needed to sustain this place, Broken One, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. Yet even when I was within the fortress walls, you sent Ignis to try to stop me, when you could have stopped me yourself. The sorcerer was convenient. His rage for you runs deep. I thought it fitting he be allowed vengeance upon you. If the plains cannot teach you mercy, perhaps pain can. It is no matter. You shall have forgotten such things. Oh, he wanted revenge? For what? It is no matter. You shall have forgotten such things, and you shall again. So you sent him to try to stop me, but when he failed, you still didn't confront me. You put that crystal in my path to imprison me. Yes, the crystal is a prison, perhaps one of the greatest ever devised. I used it, for I tire of tracking you across the plains, Nameless One. You are difficult to find. I prefer you be kept close, where I may watch you. The crystal is such a place where you may be kept. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. Why am I difficult to find? It is of no consequence. Why not tell me then? I will forget this anyway, and I would know this last time. Just as there are power in names, there is power in not having a name. The eyes of the plane slide off such a one such as you, and one such as I. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. I had help. Can we reveal this? Guess we might as well say it. The woman I brought here long ago, Daenerys, freed me. Ah, the love-torn spirit. There are times I have felt her echo in the halls of this fortress. She shall not free you again. Well, she won't need to. Why did you send Ignis after me when you knew he could kill me? You cannot die. Well, I cannot die, and you can't exist. You're my mortality. Perhaps once. No longer. I have changed. I have transcended and become something greater. Perhaps so, but at your core you're still my mortality. If I die, you die. You know nothing of what you speak. Your words are hollow, as is your shell. I think you know exactly what I'm saying. If I were to be destroyed, you would be destroyed. You listen, but you do not hear. Know that you cannot die. Actually, I can, now. I had a golem forge a weapon that can kill even me. All it needed was to be brought to a place cut off from the rest of planes, so my immortality could not draw upon other lives. And here I am. You lie. Alright, we'll hold up the blade. Do I? Look at this blade. See its nature. If you are as all-knowing, as powerful as you claim, then you know this is a weapon that can unmake me. You would not dare do such a thing. Oh, you know I would. After all the misery you've put me through, I would gladly stab this right through your spectral hide. Well, I will use this blade on myself if you do not surrender to me. You and I will both be destroyed. I think I'll say that. It would be a fool's gesture. Your death would have no meaning. As I see it, I have two choices. Either I kill myself with this blade, or I let you kill me again and again, using what few pieces my mind and I have left. I think I'd prefer the quick death, unless you have a third solution. There is no resolution to the matter. You will surrender the blade, then you will submit, you will leave this fortress, and you will leave without your memory. There is no other solution. Oh, there is another one. Reunite with me, we will become one again, as we were meant to be. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. There shall be no future for us. We shall go on to further torments. Well, it's better that happen than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There's too much of the nature of the first one in us for that to be saved. We shall be damned, you know. Not what you do. You know what? Not what you do. No, I know very well what I do, and I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, Broken One. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. Well, I can live with that, and so can the planes. Know that my hatred for you will unmake the planes. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again, until your last moments of life. Before we do, what of my friends? Is it possible to save them? I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know well. When we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Alright, very well. I'm ready to become mortal again. As you reach out with your power, Morta suddenly floats into the air. Yeah, hold up, Chief. You don't need to resurrect me. I was, kinda lying there, you know, listening to you two. You were feigning death? Well, yeah, I'm already dead, and, Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I will return you to Sigil, Mort, if you wish. What? Return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. Well, I could go with you anyway, Chief, if you wanted me to. I mean, we've both been through worse. Not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again, on another plane. But not now.
Not to get all misty-eyed, but, it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Farewell, Morta. You reach out with your power. There is a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly, then shakes it, confused. Anna, are you all right? Anna's eyes widen as she hears your voice. What happened to your voice? It's echoes, it is. I have changed. I am something else now, and I cannot remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish it. What? Anna opens her mouth and pauses. Where are you going? Many are the crimes that were committed when my mortality and I were split. Alright, there's a place reserved for one such as I on the lower planes. It is a punishment of sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you were willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. She nods. She looks like she's about to say something else, but then falls silent. But the unspoken thought remains in her mind, lingering. I do not need your words to know your heart, Anna. Farewell. Dakin takes a staggered breath and looks up weakly. He's barely clinging to life. Awaken, Dakin of Shrakt lore, last wielder of the Karak blade. Your voice. Have you at last come to know yourself? Yes, it was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. In knowing it, okay, this is us. In knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate come here often, even as we speak, and I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakin, if you wish. He falls silent for a moment, and when he speaks again, his voice is sharp, as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakin. Our 2 deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. As your power touches Fall from Grace, she raises dizzily to her face, even disoriented. She somehow manages excuse me, to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace. She looks up and she holds your eyes a moment, then she smiles, but it is a slight smile that carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So have you found yourself at last? Yes. The price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. Fall from Grace replies, the price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Are you still... I am still the one you know, but my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. She smiles again, the same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I will return you to Sigil, if you wish. She replies, that is not my wish. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. It may be a long time. This is us. It may be a long time. Where I am bound, time is not measured in years, and the crimes I've committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Fall from Grace's face becomes like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. She shakes her head. Just do not forget me. Time lays waste to all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Time is not your enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. Well, that was Planescape Torment. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm glad I played that game. There was a lot of story in that game, and I really did like how a lot of the game revolved around the decisions made by the Nameless One. So that was encouraging. Anyway, enjoy the credits, people.